Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another video. This video we're going to be covering the trailer for episode 3 of Superman Lois, as we got a 2-hour premiere this last week, and what a premiere it was, jumping back into this universe, being back with these characters again. It was such a good premiere. I enjoyed the crap out of it, and it's just a sad reminder of what we're losing as far as this channel and this universe, or separate universe as it may be from everything that we've seen in the past. But it was just this show has been so good with the writing, the acting, and even with the budget kind of slashed there and us losing some of our characters as far as being full-time, it's still just, it's held up as far as just getting these 4 seasons. It's done so well, and it's just a giant shame that we're going to be losing it prematurely because of budgets and the high-end people over at WB. James Gunn, I guess, had something to do with it too. But anyways, we're going to jump into the trailer for episode 3. We're going to break it down, talk about it, and talk about what we got coming up as far as the devastation and tragedy that befell the Kent family this last couple episodes, and just how to kick off the season, how that's going to go from here, how they're going to, bring Superman back. And so this first bit that I grabbed, I'm going to go through some snips that I grabbed from the trailer, but in this first one, we have what appears to be a funeral scene. Now, I don't know if this is going to be something that's going to be a private thing with just the family, or how they're going to address Superman being gone, and the fact that we did have that one guy in the last episode come to Lana and just point out that she knows that Superman is Clark, or just is important to Lois and the boys, as he witnessed them breaking down and just completely falling apart when he was returned to Earth and just tossed to the ground by Doomsday. And so he goes to her and says, I know who he is, or what his significance is, but I won't tell anybody. I'll take this secret to my grave. So we got this going on. So I don't know if they're going to address it publicly other than in the newspaper article that Lois is writing. But we do get a funeral scene here with Lois and the boys, and so it's going to be pretty heavy start this next episode as well. This next one, we get our first appearance of John Henry Irons and his daughter. As I mentioned before, a lot of our secondary characters are going to be just sporadically through this last season, and this seems to be their turn in this episode, because in the first episode it was Sam Lane, in the second episode it was Sarah and Lana Lang, and so it looks like they're going to sprinkle them throughout the episodes. I imagine as we get closer to the finale, we'll probably get them all grouped together, at least more episodes, and then also we're supposed to get some special cameo appearances, or at least one that we know of, and I don't know what that's going to be as far as how that's going to connect to everything else. But this next shot, we have John Henry Irons' daughter, the boys, and Lois all in the Kent home, probably after everything that has happened, and just addressing, what are they supposed to do now that he's gone? How are they going to protect the town and the world? Who's this responsibility going to fall to? And of course, the obvious answer is Jordan, being the only other one in the Kent family with special abilities. And I'm seeing some hints, though, that Jonathan could possibly have something come up. I think it was in the episode description, actually, for this episode, that he's going to have some powerful response, or something's going to happen that maybe they're hinting at possibly him having abilities too that are finally going to emerge. But them just coming together as a family, and an extended family, I guess, with John Henry Irons and his daughter, that Sam Lane has kind of claimed as his granddaughter, being that she was on their world. So they've all kind of become one family unit, and they're going to deal with this all together. This next shot, we get what appears to be a shot of Doomsday, probably with a drone, with a military drone, because I'm going to jump to the next one. We have the DOD with soldiers everywhere. So you have to wonder, is Doomsday going to come after Sam Lane, since he was unsuccessfully killed by Lex and his little cronies? And is Doomsday just going to become Lex's assassin? Is he going to go in and take people out that he can't get to, and just has had no luck in the past, maybe? But I'm excited to see what they do with it, as far as how far will Lex go with Doomsday, because we've seen that he will go pretty far. He attempted to kill Sam once. He did successfully have Superman killed. And the whole thing, too, this was kind of the big, I guess, controversy or mystery or whatever, or it could be just kind of a misdirection, was when Jordan goes after Superman's heart, because the whole thing was trying to get his heart back, that getting it back, they could possibly bring Superman back, and then Lex crushes it in front of him. I am probably about 70% sure that was a fake out, because I don't think Lex would destroy it. I think he would want to keep it as his ultimate trophy, his victory over Superman. So it's a little hard to believe that he would just destroy it. So maybe that's how it plays into getting him back. And we got Lex here, and I think this is with his little sidekick. I can't remember her name, but just scheming and, putting his plans together for whatever they're going to do, along with tracking down his daughter, because we know that his daughter is kind of the main reason he's doing all this, all the years he missed with her, and the fact that she kind of shunned him, didn't want anything to do with him after he was thrown in prison. And so this whole thing is motivated by him wanting to get his daughter back, and what he's willing to do it, and what he's willing to do to track her down, and just everything that a father would do for their child. Then we get another shot of Doomsday here. I think he's going to go after the DOD, honestly. I think he's going to go in there and cause some major destruction and chaos, and just, it's going to be a mess. Then we get a shot of what I believe is John Henry Irons flying towards the fortress, because we do have some scenes from trailers where Lex also has his own exoskeleton suit, and I imagine him and John Henry Irons are really going to duke it out, along with John Henry's daughter, and it's going to be just an all-out battle kind of situation going on. So I'm interested to see who this is flying towards the fortress, what their motives are for going there. If it's John Henry, obviously he's probably trying to find a way to defeat Doomsday, or further trying to find out ways how they can bring Clark back, and it's probably going to be an interesting follow-up to the premiere. Here is a shot of Lois's article that she's working on, A World Without Superman, kind of breaking it to the world that Superman is gone, but obviously they're going to have something to maybe explain how his return will be miraculous and everything. So I imagine, obviously, this is going to be very hard for Lois, and what she's going to do as far as getting it out there to the world, how she's going to explain that she knows so much, because I'm still curious that with everything that we saw in the first couple episodes, how much of her secret is going to get out, how many people actually witnessed him being thrown back to Earth, basically, and her just completely breaking down over it. People are going to figure that out on their own, and how safe is the secret going to continue to be? And that is the last snip that I grabbed from the trailer. I'm really excited for this season, but I'm very, very bummed out that it's going to be the last one. It's the last of this amazing show that we got, that when it was first announced, I didn't have 100% faith in, because it was kind of out of nowhere, honestly, because we had Supergirl going on, then we had Tyler Hoechlin come in and do some guest appearances, but we were never 100% sure, I don't think, that we were going to get a Superman series. It was something that was talked about, and then when they did it and included him in this Arrowverse with all these other characters, all these other superheroes, it was great. And then we had the Crisis storyline completely flip it to where he is the only Superman. This is completely different than the one that we started out with. He's in this new timeline, or new universe, where he's got twin boys, and it's all very, I don't know, it was great the way they did it, and the way they kept the show going, even though it was technically a different Superman, and the way that they did things, and just the way that it all worked out, honestly. And it's just a shame that it is going to be the last season, and it's a shortened season at that, with fewer appearances by some of our supporting cast, and I imagine some budget is coming out of the effects, but then again, from that first episode, it looks like they still poured quite a bit of money into the special effects and everything. But anyways, guys, that is my breakdown of the episode 3 trailer, coming out next Monday. So I'm very excited to break down that episode for you when it comes out. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Share the channel, get it out there, let people see it. And I guess that'll do it, guys. So I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.